104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Rula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
All right, before we get into this topic, I want to put this out there. I don't judge anybody for what they do. I'm just simply saying, for me in my world, look, if you're going somewhere and it makes you happy, more power to you. That's great. But I'm saying, for me, it seems odd to me to travel to Disney as an adult and spend a week there by myself. Without kids.
Not by yourself. Or go with a friend.
Or even there,
somebody else.
I get it. But
if you're the creepy old guy that's by yourself looking at other people, you don't want to be that guy.
Some people are haters,
as an adult, I'm not a hater, but as an adult,
but some people do.
I could go to Europe for that same amount of money and go visit that as opposed to going to a children's
Disney Day
amusement
Drinking
park.
Club. That's where this conversation came from. There's a Disney Day Drinkers Club. It's called D3. They have a Facebook page, almost 90,000 strong. Somebody texted us, I'm part of that group. In October every year, Epcot does the Food and Wine Festival, and there are tons of adults that make that their trek to go drink around the world and eat around the world. It is different than a regular Disney day at Epcot.
People go on their honeymoons there.
Yes, 100%. You see bride and grooms.
But some people,
everywhere.
Someone texts I can't stand these adults that go by themselves. People get so mad. Tom Segura, he's a comedian. And I saw him and his wife, they do a podcast, and they were going off of, really mean stuff about people that go to Disney.
There's so many other things to be angry about.
It's fun.
Let me go to Joe on the line. It's 713-390-KRBE. When you don't have your kids with you, especially ones that aren't in strollers, you get through those lines a lot faster.
I like taking my kids there.
Hi, Joe. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you done Disney only as an adult with no children involved?
Absolutely.
Many
it
times
was probably
or
one
just
of the
once?
best trips ever.
Nice.
So we've done it a couple times. Me and my wife have gone just like on a weekend trip together. But then we took a trip with like 13 of us total adults, just left the kids at home and went for a weekend.
Did the kids know you were going and they were like, what? No fair.
I wouldn't tell them.
Yeah, definitely. They weren't too happy about it. But
at least
what was the plan? Did you go to the Magic Kingdom one day, then Epcot at night, then go to...
What was your strategy?
Yeah, so we did... We was right after Galaxy's Edge opened, so we did one day at Hollywood Studios just to go see that. And then that afternoon went to Epcot and spent the rest of the night at Epcot, and then we spent an entire day at Epcot the next day. So we were at Epcot probably 3/4 of the time.
Okay, yeah. And was it in October by chance for that Food and Wine Festival, or you just went at a different time of the year and you still...
It was late September, so yeah, it was Food and Wine. It just started.
Yeah, it's so fun. And for those that don't really get what that is, Epcot has different countries already. They're going to be there 365. But they add kiosks of other countries they don't have, and they have a specialty drink and a specialty food from that country at every kiosk. That's how you drink around the world. Like with more countries, covering more countries.
No matter what, but yeah.
Right. Brittany is on the line. Thank you for calling, Joe. You have a great day. Brittany, good morning. I understand you are a travel agent just for Disney, or in general you're a travel agent?
I am a travel agent in general. My agency specializes in Disney.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So
you
a
probably see
lot
this
of
a
our
lot.
business is Disney, yes.
What's the percentage of people that book that are just adults without kids?
Probably for my Disney portion, I'd say probably 10%. I have a whole lot of bachelorette parties that go, anniversaries, engagements. So we, plan the proposal in front of the castle.
Oh, okay.
That's cute.
Family reunions when the kids are all out of college before they have their own baby moons, because a lot of the rides at Disney are safe to ride while you're pregnant.
Okay.
So there's a lot of groups other than families with young children that go.
What
year
about
after
people
year.
that are just going for the hell of it? Like, it's not like a bachelorette party or anything. I just feel like going to Disney by myself without the kids.
Yeah, I mean, I booked a girls' trip for some friends to go in the summer. It's 4 moms that are going together and leaving their kids behind.
But it does always seem like a group. It's not just like you never get like just an individual.
Well, one person? Or you mean?
No, I've never had just one person go.
There is, I've been to Disney, I feel like enough now. I've probably been 4 times, I think, total. There was a guy, Brittany, in Cinderella's castle for this dinner. I got invited with some family friends who had 2 extra spots at the table to be in Cinderella's castle to eat dinner. And this guy was at the table next to us by himself eating. And he must be like one of these Disney freaks that knows everything, because when the fireworks started on the outside while all the crowd is watching, I have it on my phone. I had to film him. He gets up from the table and he pulls out this like light wand, not a lightsaber, but like a Disney princess wand that's lit up with the bubbles. And he starts doing like the maestro thing, like he's orchestrating the music.
Oh my God.
And he's by himself. And
that's
friends were like, Oh my God, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Like, let's go over here, guys. Let's walk over here.
He's by himself eating in Disney Princess Castle, and then he starts orchestrating
Maybe he was
the
like
music.
one of those Disney influencers, that go and take, pictures.
You have those. Yeah.
I would like to say yes, but then wouldn't he have been filming himself?
Yeah, he would have had a camera out.
That's a good point.
There are people that will go to Disney alone because they love it so much. And the conversation, if you're just tuning into the Rule and Ryan show, is about adults going to Disney without their kids. Brittany, thank you so much for calling in. And hang on the line because I want to know what your give yourself a plug. How do people find you to book a vacation with you?
Yeah, sure. So my agency name is Marvelous Mouse Travels. So obviously we do Disney destinations, but so much more. And my name is Brittany Quesada, and it's Brittani. The last name Quezada. So you can reach out on Facebook, message me there. I'd love to help anybody, not just Disney, but everywhere.
What's your take on those businesses that you pay them per hour and they get you in front of the line and
The
stuff?
concierge service.
The
VIP for
Yeah.
Disney.
But not the Disney one, because that one's like
the
$12,000.
third party.
The third party stuff. What is your take on that?
I can't really say. I mean, I haven't used the service. It's not a Disney product, so I can't really vouch for it. I have had clients who have booked it, and basically it's somebody who is very familiar with the Genie Plus system and knows how to navigate the parks.
Yeah.
You are, you're paying for their way to get into the park, but they're not a licensed vendor or anything like that, so I wouldn't be able to guarantee your
cut you through the lines.
Yeah.
But I could tell you because I use them every time I go.
And I used it once too. The first time I went,
It's
was
expensive,
amazing.
but
magical.
It's the whole place is expensive.
But if your goal is to ride the maximum amount of rides, it is worth it. Because we went to Universal, my daughter and I, the first time we didn't use this service. I think we got like 4 rides in the whole day because the lines were so long. The next time we used the service, we rode 17 rides in one day.
A lot
You're
of
done
times
by like 1 o'clock.
A lot of times at Universal, you don't even need them.
You don't.
Because you get that fast pass. A lot of people don't want to spend the extra money for that.
Yeah.
The fast
Depends
pass.
what time of year you're
Let
going.
me go to the phones. Valerie's on the line. She's a former Disney cast member.
Ooh.
Wants to contribute to the
Spill
show.
the tea.
Hi, Valerie. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan show. Good morning.
Good morning, Rula.
Hi. So what do you want to share with us as a former Disney cast member as we talk about adults going to Disney, no kids?
So I worked as a Disney college program kid, and Disney program kids who go in college and do an internship are a different kind of breed of Disney adult because they will go to Disney until they die. They are, because there's so much magic in like learning the behind the scenes and you make so many friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Those kind of kids will go back. They'll do that internship every year if they can.
How do you even
while
get
they're
this
in college.
internship? I don't even know what this is. Like what
Is it online?
You have to be in
Through
college,
your,
right?
Through your college, or do you have to go to their website and then use your college to get in?
So you have to be in college. You have to have completed your freshman year of college.
Okay.
They want to kind of make sure that you're stable with leaving home. And then you can apply for either spring or fall. There's it's called Advantage, where you either work over the summer months or not. So you either do a 5 to like 6 month internship, and you just have to be in college. You don't have to get credit from college, but you can. So I applied my senior year of college, so I was already done, so I didn't have to take a class. But people who want to do the hospitality industry, especially, it's a great internship because then they can get into that area of hospitality that they're looking to do.
And it looks great on your resume.
Oh, yeah, because to me, the business side of what Disney is and how the hospitality works and the smiles and the happy birthdays and the magical everything,
Look at that down.
that's a whole other thing that distracts me when I'm at Disney. I'm not just focusing on let's have a ride and let's get a Dole Whip.
Right.
It's,
Oh,
how
yeah,
do they
no.
do
I
this
learned my
operation?
customer service.
Yeah.
I learned my customer service at Disney, and I learned a lot. I ruined a lot of vacations per people, but it was fun.
Yeah, because the stuff you know. And
Oh, yeah.
That's
The
pretty
magic.
cool.
It's different magic.
The
Well,
tunnels.
Valerie, we appreciate you listening to the show. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
You mentioned tunnels. Is there like a secret pathway under Disney World?
Well,
If you
it's
watch
built.
Disney Plus, it's built above.
It's
They
built
have. They
up
don't
higher.
want. They don't want the characters. They don't want you to see them going
so
to
there's
work.
like a labyrinth underneath the
Labyrinth.
park. Labyrinth.
Yeah, everything's underneath.
Labyrinth.
Yeah, because that thing's built up.
Uh-huh.
It's not
And they have the whole thing underneath so they can get through to all the different worlds
You go on
and not
YouTube,
intersect you.
You go on YouTube, you'll see videos of them.
Or Disney Plus has this
That
entire
stuff
thing about
fascinates
it.
me.
That's what fascinated me when that Disney Plus launched. Remember, y'all teased me so much. Oh my God, you're watching so much Disney Plus. I was so fascinated with the behind the scenes and the genesis of Disney.
We're like, watch Breaking Bad.
No, I didn't want to watch Breaking Bad.
But
now I know about the basketball court underneath
So
the
many good
Matterhorn
shows.
or inside the Matterhorn and all this cool
Is
stuff.
the Matterhorn
they've got.
now? It's
That sounds creepy.
Frozen. Do they change it to Frozen or
No,
something?
at Disneyland, the Matterhorn, the original Matterhorn.
But is that one changed to Frozen?
I don't know. I haven't been since.
I thought I saw.
To know if it changed.
Somebody let me know. I thought there's supposed to be a roller coaster at Disneyland. It looked like the Matterhorn.
Amanda, do you know you've been going every year since 1994? Amanda's staying my line. Do you
Yes.
know if the Matterhorn has changed to a Frozen ride at Disneyland?
I think it did. I'm more Disney World than Disneyland.
Okay.
Just because there's a lot more to see there.
Yeah, a lot more to
But
do.
I think it did change.
So you always as an adult with no kids, or do you have kids and you just leave them behind?
No, so I've been going with my family up until we got married, me and my husband in 2018, and then he's never been to Disney. So me and him have been going, and we have no kids.
Here's what it says. It says the Matterhorn bobsleds will be transformed to feature familiar characters, not just from the Frozen feature film, but also subsequent animated shorts and sequel films of the franchise.
And selfishly, that's why I take my kids. Like I try and go like every Thanksgiving, because someday when I'm not here, or when they have kids, I want them to remember when they go there. Remember me.
Because you have that memory of your mom. That's her last
I got
big
a cool
family
photo
trip
I put on
before she died.
producer Eric. I put there's a picture even before that I found like in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's holding my hand and we're walking towards the castle.
So cute.
And I'm
It's a generational thing.
And then I got one with my mom before she died. I had my Mickey Mouse ears on. She had her wig and stuff. So yeah, I had those memories with my mom. I want those memories with my kids to have.
Yeah.
And keep, because that thing's going to be around forever.
It's like a family ritual. You pass it down. By the way, it is. It's called Frozen Bobsled Racers now.
I hope it's better because it used to be so
At Disneyland.
Rickety.
bumpy.
Oh, well, if it's a bobsled ride, it's probably worse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like a bobsled.
I would like to do that,
Yeah,
though.
you're
for
right.
real.
At Disneyland,
Yeah,
not
because
Disney
the
World.
person that created that Matterhorn, when Walt Disney told them you're going to make this ride, he was a car creator.
It's
See,
not
look.
comfortable.
He
See it
designed
now?
vehicle like race cars.
Yeah.
There it is, Rula. Look.
So-
here's a picture. See, there's.
I've never been on the Matterhorn, nor will I, because it's the kind of ride that looks like it's going to give me some kind of neck problem.
Might make your back feel better.
Yeah, my
Jostling me around too much.
Boy.
How about that? All right, coming up next, Believe It or Not, 713-390-KRBE. You are the star of that show when it comes to the stories we're going to hear from you that sound unbelievable, but they're true. We want to hear from you next on The Rula and Ryan Show.
It's the Rula and Ryan show.
And it's raining outside. And I would like to tell you that I'm glad if you are trying to focus on your driving and not calling our show. Usually I want people to call our show, but I feel like our phones have been a little light today because the rain is so bad. We need you to
keep
focus
your
on the
hands
road.
on the wheel.
I know, 'cause I'm like, should we even do Believe It or Not today? Because it's like,
And I don't want to put people's, health at danger here.
Lives
I
at risk.
worry about that.
But people do call the listener line. I got a really funny one here. You want to hear it?
Not, is it a Believe It or Not, or is it something else?
It's not a believe it or not.
Okay, let's hear it. Well,
I'll hear
713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone. That's where you can leave us a voicemail about anything on your mind, things we talk about, you want to comment on later. Let's hear what this is about.
Hey, Rula and Ryan Show. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. I'm having this debate with my husband, so I'm hoping you can weigh in on it. I love to eat pizza that I leave out, the night before or, sometimes 2 nights before and eat it for breakfast, right? So the other night, we ordered pizza. And the next morning, I'm getting it ready, and my husband thinks I'm crazy for not putting it in the fridge. It's just mushroom, pepperoni, and cheese. So I leave it out. It's ready to go. I don't have to warm it up, and it tastes delicious. So I think it's normal. I've seen it in movies. My husband thinks I'm crazy and thinks it should be put in the fridge. But what do you guys think? Help me out here.
I'm 100% okay with eating pizza that was left out all night. I don't care.
Oh, I put it in the fridge.
No,
Not
it's-
2 days, though. She said 2
The
days.
No, not 2 days.
The
Not even a
CDC said 2 hours and then it goes bad.
I know, but
Like eating cheese at room
fine.
temperature. It's been out for a long
think
cheese
time.
pizza.
You think it's okay,
If it's happened before where we did not put the cheese pizza away,
and you ate it.
and I was fine to eat it the next day.
No,
Sausage
ma'am.
pizza, I would be like, But if it was a cheese pizza, I'm like, okay, fine. And my house is air conditioned. We're not living out in the sticks where there's no
Right.
AC and it's all melting and hot and
that's
gross, and
gross.
then getting, hot and cold
You guys,
temperatures.
how about, like, when you have the pizza in the fridge, you take it out. Do you put it, like, the air fryer? Do you put it on a pan?
I like air fryer.
Microwave it or something? Or do
Some
you
people
just eat
just
it
like it
cold?
cold.
Or do you like it cold?
Just depends on what
I do
what
an
the mood
air
is.
fryer.
Yeah,
definitely.
Kevin's right though.
Air fryer.
Like multiple sources are saying that you should not
Well, all
after
food
2 hours.
is 2 hours. All food, not just pizza. All food. So if you did Thanksgiving buffet or Christmas Day buffet with your family and that food sat out more than 2 hours, all y'all ate
Is
poison
there something
food.
though too?
Did y'all
though?
get sick?
Like when it's too hot, you don't want to put it in the fridge right away.
No. You
Right?
can't do it when it's boiling hot either. Like if
Certain
you make
things.
meat sauce for your spaghetti and it's boiling hot and you pack it up in a Tupperware and you put it in the fridge, there's a problem there.
Why?
I don't know we have to Google why that is, but I just have been learned from food safety. You don't put hot food
Right. I wait
straight
for
into
it
the
to
fridge.
cool.
But
You gotta
technically,
cool
it is not safe to leave the pizza out all night long and then eat it in the morning. Every single medical source says that it is not safe to do
I don't
so.
think I've had a piece
But
of
if
pizza
you've done it and you didn't get sick,
in 3 weeks.
don't make it a habit. That can happen.
God,
you
I
haven't
can't
had a
remember
pizza
the
in 3
last
weeks, you
time I had
said?
pizza.
Yeah, I love pizza. It's
saw
like one
it.
of those home run pizzas, like a frozen pizza.
Oh, I saw a hack
I
on.
just was out, so I went. Oh, I have a home run. I'll try that one.
Yeah, home run. Actually, I did try that one too.
It's actually pretty decent. It doesn't look that great. Like really thin. It looks.
You know the hack I saw, Eric, about microwaving
Average.
pizza is you put a glass of water in the microwave with your pizza if you don't
I
have an air
saw
fryer.
that too.
Really?
To crisp up the.
That
I
makes it
think it has to go-
crispier?
It's supposed to not make it like so soggy.
What you do
Just
with the
think like-
pan?
what is
You
it?
put a little water. You put the pizza in the pan, and you put
That's
a
another
lid over
way.
it and the water.
Oh.
And
Or you
then
just
would
put
that
it
sog it out?
Do you have an air fryer?
Steams. It's like steams. I use air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
That
like the
makes it taste
crust to
good.
be crispy again.
But they say
Not
that
too crispy.
Now, do you ever
Air
eat
fryer
like
Pizza Hut. Like Kevin's a big Pizza Hut girl.
Uh-huh.
I love Pizza Hut. Him and I just some of that sauce. I love that sauce. I don't know if it's memories. Like we're talking about Disney.
Yes.
It's like I
Pizza
go
Hut.
Illinois.
Yeah.
And I try it. And I have it here. It tastes the same.
Now, did you guys, growing
Hut?
up, did you eat inside the Pizza Hut? We would go inside where they had the little sit-down Pac-Man game.
Just for games, like after a T-ball.
It was
or
always
Little League.
after a game.
Yeah.
So it's
like-
fun with the whole team. And
Back then they had the for lunch you get a little pan pizza.
oh heck,
The personal pan pizza. I
5 minutes or
remember
less.
that thing. It was
they,
great.
They still have
Personal
it.
pan
They still
pizza.
have personal pan pizzas.
But is
I've
it
gotten
still
them.
5 minutes or less?
I mean, you
I doubt
know,
it.
10 minutes ahead that you're going to get it.
It's like
right?
in Target now.
Are there any Pizza Huts that actually look like the original hut outside of the one that's at West Park and
Yeah,
Rice
but-
Boulevard? Is it
Sometimes
Rice,
when
or
you
is
go
it
to like
Chimney Rock?
Chimney Rock.
Sometimes
Chimney
when you
Rock
go
and
to a
West Park.
small town.
Could you go in there though?
Yeah, I think that's an actual Pizza Hut that has like the A-frame kind of like brimmed out Pizza Hut shaped building.
Yeah.
Everything else is a strip center now, isn't it?
I know 2 blocks down it was a Little Caesar.
It always cracks me up when I drive by a restaurant and I'm like, that used to be a Pizza Hut.
Or a
that
Long
used to
John
be a
Silver's.
KFC. That was a Long John
There was
Silver's.
there
You
on
could tell.
Hillcroft
Asian
before
buffet,
West Park.
but it clearly was a
Zone
Pizza Hut.
Erotica?
Wait, between Richmond and West Park
The
on
hamburger place.
Hillcroft, if you're heading towards West Park on the right-hand side, there was an old Long John Silver's that then turned into a taqueria. It was next to a club called Coco Loco, which
Oh.
originally was a furniture store. Then there's some kind of like medical building next to it. I want to know what that is now because it's still the Long John Silver's bones, but it's turned over 3 or 4 times into.
Does it still smell like Long John Silver's?
I never went in there.
I feel like you
I
can't
don't
get that
know.
smell out.
You can't.
But I
that
see
was
that-
why that was the shortest job I ever had in my life. At 15 years old, I worked at Long John Silver's. You know the story.
Yep.
I could take it for 3 days, and I saw what really did it was my vanity because when I was working in the kitchen, had to fry all the tenders and the fish planks and all that, and clean out the grease trap. But I looked around. Everybody there had the worst acne I'd ever seen in my life. I'm like, I don't want boils on my
So you
face.
quit?
I quit.
Ew.
And my manager was a jerk. Back then, you had to wear like the little bandana hat, and you had like a swabby shirt, like your
Yeah.
first mate. It looked so goofy, and my manager was a jerk, and I threw my hat in the deep fryer.
Do
and
they
I
have
quit.
Long John Silver's by themselves now? I thought they're all like
They're owned by
mixed
like
with, Taco Bell.
kind of like how Taco Bell does.
I think the
Pizza
PepsiCo
Hut, right?
company owns them.
A&W or something.
Somebody said on text at 37530, how the hell are you supposed to build stomach integrity and immunity? Kids are eating Tide Pods and dirt, and we're worried about cold pizza left out on the counter? Bring it on.
Now, do you like ice cold pizza? Will you eat pizza coming right out of the refrigerator?
No.
Without heating it up, and just
I
eat
have
it
had
cold.
that before, too, and I was fine. Depends on how hungry I are. Let me give my friends Lindsay and Drew a huge shout out. It was 2 birthdays ago. I was in Galveston with them, and we had ordered pizza from that place, Eric, that's in like near Jamaica
Oh, yeah,
Beach.
yeah, it's always- everyone
I don't know
goes
what it's
there.
called, but
Let's
you know
forget
what
the
I'm
name.
talking
Oh, my
about.
God. Oh, I just
It's
forget
that place in Jamaica Beach everybody gets their pizza from.
What was the name of that
Anyway,
place?
I don't know, but it's that place.
There's one by that Greek Cajun restaurant too on 61st.
Oh, there is. So we ordered these pizzas and we over ordered. There was 8 kids and 7 adults, and we over ordered pizza. So the next day of the Airbnb, what happens? Everybody hurry up. We got to get out of here by 11.
Yep.
Right? You got to clean out the fridge and do all this stuff. And my friends Drew and Lindsay said, Have you ever had pizza omelets? Because we had eggs and we had leftover pizza. And we had bought Supreme pizzas. And they scraped off all the toppings from the pizza into the pan with the omelet for the eggs. And it was the most amazing omelet. Pizza
now, can you put that omelet on top of the crust then and then heat it up and
if
eat
we
it
had
on the
air
crust?
fried the crust, I'm sure we could have put it right back on top and had breakfast pizza, and it would have been just fine.
I'm so basic with pizza.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
just sausage, pepperoni, or just cheese.
You don't do like a deluxe, like bell peppers and onions and all that.
When people start
I
putting
love
like
that.
You put an onion,
pineapple
put
and
a mushroom
stuff.
on there, I'll throw up.
I love
No,
Supreme.
come on, mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
Ugh.
I'm that mushroom person. People don't like mushrooms.
I don't like
I don't
I
mind
like
the
mushrooms.
I still
But
haven't
at
tried
least-
pineapple. We got to do that one try Tuesday. I've never
You
tried
never had
pineapple
pineapple
pizza?
and ham?
Nope.
It's
My
a nice
child-
sweet and savory.
It's like I don't.
Ahmad, my oldest
Like
doesn't
him.
even like the Canadian bacon or the ham. She only wants the pineapple with the sauce and the cheese.
But you can pick that stuff off. There were things like my dad would always order anchovies on the pizza, and he'd go, I'll just put it on half the pizza. It didn't matter. It was half the pizza. It permeated the whole pie.
That's how
I'm gonna
olives
guess,
are.
like, yeah. What do you think that the percentage is for people who work in pizza places right now that actually get the request for anchovies? I didn't even know that's an option anymore.
I don't think it is.
I can't even. I don't see it.
Like,
anymore.
maybe
Domino's, do they put that
No,
on their app or
that's not
Papa
on their
John's?
app.
People
No.
would put sardines or anchovies on it. It
I don't
just
see that.
Oh, another shout out I want to give out is to the guys at Romano's on West Gray. Kevin, you met them?
Oh, man.
Kevin's like, yes. Romano's on West Gray. These are, I don't know if they're brothers or cousins. They're from New York. They've been there for years.
They're hot.
Their pizza's so good. And people are very intimidated by them.
your
They speak
criteria.
Italian to each other, and I have not heard that since South Philly. And I just melted like the
It takes the time to eat that pizza.
Yes.
And their cannolis are very
And
delicious.
I will say, Dave Portnoy, he owns Barstool Sports. Mm-hmm. He's
he went there, right?
He's famous for does the one bite pizza. He goes around the
Oh, I
country.
love that guy.
And he's coming here because his Michigan Wolverines are in the championship. So,
Okay.
so if you have a pizza place, you never know.
Because he did Romano's last time when he was here for the, what was
NCAA
it? Yes, championship.
basketball
Or Final
Four
Four.
here.
You know, it was one
And
that
he gave
really
them like a 7-4, which is good.
really.
I mean, usually he doesn't give anyone from the South when it comes to pizza a 7.
That's pretty
Most are
impressive.
in the
Can I
8,
give-
6s or 5s.
The one that disappointed me that during the pandemic, remember Barry's? I loved Barry's, and they
Why
closed
disappoint
down.
you?
Oh, because they shut down
Yeah.
during
Oh,
the
not 'cause
pandemic.
Even
pizza
during
was
the
bad.
first week of when everything went down, we were shut down. I remember I got I bought a growler from them, a beer, and they brought me pizza.
I want to give another local shout out, and we should actually make it a Real and Ryan Show lunch special one day. It's not too far from
I'm
here.
in. I'm hungry. Let's go.
It's on Hillcroft. Yeah, it's on Hillcroft between Westheimer and Richmond. It's called Antonio's Flying Pizza.
Oh, yeah, it's over there by Garcia.
And when I was a child, Christie's was closed on Mondays, and my dad would take us out to eat to Antonio's, and they were open on Mondays. And they legit still will throw the pizza dough across the dining room if you want them to.
Oh, cool.
Antonio's Flying Pizza. That's the first time I ever had roasted eggplant on a pizza because I was like, I don't know if I want this. And the guy's like, trust me. Just go rogue and try this. So he put all these toppings on, and I was like, this is very delicious, but I will only order it here.
That's on my bucket list. I know that's weird, but I'd like to take a pizza like you see in the movies.
Throw the pie up in the air.
How they flip them and
The
spin 'em
dough
and stuff.
Yeah.
Do they do that there?
Yeah, they do that. You can see the guy flipping the dough.
Would they let us do
And
it?
then
That's how they make the
I
pie.
don't know if they'll let you because it's a health hazard.
I'll eat it.
It's a food.
He'll wash his hands.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably like a health department thing.
Grubby Mitts Eric coming in.
No, I'm not talking about you serving them. I'm saying you being behind the line to do it might be a health hazard, health code thing. I don't know. Depends on how they
Put a hairnet on.
what they want you to do.
I'll eat the pizza.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Does it fall to the floor when I spin it, throw it in the air?
Kevin, you'd have to wear like the hairnet on your face, though.
What? My beard is not.
Beard net.
No, because yesterday on the raw feed, Eric pointed out that you had like a blemish, and you said, "No, it's just my flaking skin."
I said it's dermatitis.
One of your flakes
It's
on my pie.
dermatitis because it makes the
Parmesan
skin
cheese on my
dry.
No, it's one of Kevin's flakes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, coming up next in
I
Celebrity
mean,
Scoop.
Ryan used to use a cheese grater on his feet.
Good point.
Because they're so thick with calluses and corn.
That's true.
That's
Well, it wasn't a
true.
cheese grater; it was the kind you bought from the beautician store.
At first, you
God.
used your cheese grater at
I
home.
did not use
Yeah,
a real
you
cheese
used-
Why did you
grater.
go to Williams Sonoma to buy that?
Cheesy
Okay.
feet.
Ew, coming up
Daddy
next.
cheese feet.
Hey, Daddy Cheese.
The Golden Globes are happening on Sunday on CBS. Emma Stone is up for another one with a movie you probably haven't seen. Maybe you heard of it, but she does want to give people advice for the garbage advice she got when she first became famous, when she first started out in Hollywood. Not famous yet. You know, everybody starts out somewhere.
Yep.
What was the garbage advice she wanted you to avoid? We'll talk about that next in Scoop on the Real and Ryan Show.
What up? Listen. Get ready. This is Rula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
Okay, the Golden Globes are happening on Sunday on CBS, and there are a lot of movies. You're probably like, I don't know.
Didn't even hear of these things.
When the nominations came down, remember I was like, there are a ton of celebrities that we recognize for a ton of work we do not. There's a lot of stuff. I can't even tell you what it's about, and I don't know. Emma Stone stars in the movie called Poor Things with Willem Dafoe and Mark Ruffalo, and she received the 2024 Palm Springs International Film Awards Desert Palm Achievement Award for an actress.
Oh.
That has a long
Okay.
How do you fit that on a plaque?
Yeah.
Yes. What's Poor Things about? Well, it just says a woman is given a chance to start from scratch from a mad scientist's erasing of her mind or something.
Yeah, it's almost like a girl Frankenstein almost.
This takes place like in what, the 1800s?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's on my list. I don't want to go to a theater. I'm bored with it.
Oh, 'cause it's not for that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what Poor Things is going to do when it comes to the award season, but she is an Academy Award winner for La La Land. She won for that. First time I ever saw Emma Stone in any project, it was in Superbad.
Oh, really?
I just feel like she's overrated.
She's the girl at the party that Jonah Hill was.
She was also in Easy A. I remember that.
That was her big movie after that, after Superbad.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, she started in Easy A.
La La Land, like you said, but stuff I see her in. What was Birdman?
She was in Birdman. She was Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield.
Oh, yeah. She was great in that.
That's the most commercial thing.
Yeah.
I think there was. Anyway, she said the garbage advice that she got 20 years ago when she was 15 years old, which as a 15-year-old, you think that 35 sounds old, right?
It is old to a 15-year-old.
Yes,
should be.
35 is old to a 15-year-old. So as a 15-year-old, she met this director who was, she was talking to this person about career advice. And he said, for men in Hollywood, it is a marathon. It is not a sprint. As opposed to women, for actresses, it is a sprint. You only have so much time to act before you're signed off. Now, I'm going to say this guy was not lying, because for a long time, what we've heard in Hollywood, you are old if you're like 30, you're playing the mom. You're not playing the girlfriend. You're playing the mom or the mother-in-law or the whatever it was.
America Ferrera in Barbie. I was like, oh my God, she's playing a mom now. Because America Ferrera, to me, was like a young actress.
Yeah.
She was Ugly Betty.
And before that, wasn't she in the Traveling Pants?
Yeah, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Was she in that one, like the Walmart spoof?
That was such a good show. I like that show so much.
I love that show.
It just didn't grab on and catch on like
it went
The
like
Office.
4 seasons,
so
though,
good.
But it didn't catch on like The Office.
So anyway, I would say that, yes, the director, that is garbage advice. Now it is 20 years later, because all we've heard in the last 7 years of award shows is how many women win things. And they say, we need more women. There are more roles for women, and we're so happy there's more roles for women. But yes, for a long time, that was the
When's the last time we met like a new actress that's 42 years old that we've never seen before?
I can't think of that.
I mean, there's some, but not like. But then you see that all the time. I'm like, what? Like,
and Eric, years ago, I had a fantastic opportunity to interview one-on-one on the stage of the Wortham Theater, Bette Midler. It was me and Bette Midler in front of a huge audience, and it was amazing.
I saw it.
It was great.
You killed it.
Thank you so much. And Bette Midler said the reason there was not another First Wives Club, like a sequel to that, is because it was so hard to convince the film company to even make the First Wives Club, because it was 3 women. There's 3 women leads.
Wham.
There's no man in that. Woman.
And they're like
even
in their
as
40s.
successful as it was, they still never made a sequel to First Wives Club with those 3 women, Diane Keaton, Goldie Hawn, and Bette Midler. They were all on board, but no, I don't know about that. It's kind of like the same philosophy that makes you crazy in radio that we've talked about before behind the scenes, that for the longest time, and even now there are some small like radio stations that are like, well, we can't play 2 girls back to back.
Oh, I know. That was the goofiest thing. Programmers used to be that way.
We can't play Selena Gomez and then go to
There'd be no
Pink
morning
or
shows.
Taylor Swift.
No morning shows with a woman.
Oh, yeah. Woman's name first.
On the show. It'd be
Or
like,
even on the show.
She'd be the third.
It used to be like she was relegated to
Bob and Chuck.
being the giggle box in the side.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw a movie. My wife. Well, we saw 15 minutes. We shut it off. It was David Duchovny and Meg Ryan.
Okay.
Oh, it's the one about
They're in
the air connection or something? Misconnection?
Half the time, my wife's like, we were distracted by Meg Ryan's face.
Really?
Because so much
And
plastic
they're so
surgery.
boring, just the way they were. I'm just like, this.
Is it called Misconnection? What's it called?
Called boring as hell.
No, really? I'm so disappointed
Yeah,
that
my
you
wife
turned it
was like,
off.
We had to turn it off. This was. Text me if you liked it. Maybe it turned around, but it was like they dated 20 years earlier or something in college, I think.
Somebody on
and then they
text.
saw each other 20 years later, and she had a stick up her butt about how he dumped her. And
So you turned it off. The last turn off I did was.
Plus, we were so distracted by her face. Like Nicole Kidman, I seen her in Special Ops Lioness.
She's had work done,
Amazon
clearly.
Prime. She looks so different. It's like,
well, the Meg Ryan plastic surgery, though, that was pretty severe because I think something went wrong.
But a lot of men
and for a
don't
long
change
time,
like that
she didn't
much.
work because the way her smile,
that's not true. Look at Mickey
her
Rourke.
cheeks had been carved out, something weird. Like for a long time, she didn't work, and when
Rourke
she did
wasn't
get
the
back
main
on the
guy, though.
screen,
Mickey Rourke was a leading actor till he messed up his face.
well, he was in The
But
Wrestler, right? Was he
like
in The
9.5
Wrestler?
week stuff. I mean, he wasn't like a Brad Pitt type guy.
no, he wasn't
Wasn't
an
he up for an
A-lister.
Academy Award for The Wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
But there he's supposed to be all haggard.
And somebody on text is going crazy that we forgot to mention. Hello, Emma Stone, the help.
Oh,
the
yeah.
help, the help.
And she's
Great
getting that
role.
one.
And was she in Crazy Stupid Love?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that
I
was
mean, she kept
Anne
looking
Hathaway.
at his abs. She's like,
I didn't see Crazy
your
Stupid Love.
abs look like the Batman suit. To
Oh,
Ryan
really?
Gosling.
In La La Land? Or
No,
in Crazy Stupid Love?
Crazy Stupid Love.
Oh, I didn't know they did 2 movies together.
And what's the name from The Office was the dad.
Steve Carell was the dad.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Which, by the way,
It was
Ryan,
okay.
I know how much you love The Office. And the other day, when we were on vacation, actually, before we came back, I had it on at the Airbnb where we were, and my husband has never seen The Office. He never got into The Office. He didn't understand The Office. And I'm trying to, I just have it on. It's just on. It's a marathon. And he's like, I just don't get this show. I go, I know. I didn't get it either until then I got it. I didn't watch the first 2 seasons. He's like, it's so awkward. I don't like awkward. I go, that's the thing about this show. You have to
Well,
like
it's so good.
awkward.
Oh, it's so funny.
And that's what made it so funny, because Steve Carell is so wrong. I don't really think that could fly
It's like
today.
a nightmare of a boss. Like,
Yeah, you couldn't make that show today.
Because he's so inappropriate. He's so inappropriate. You can't.
I think you could.
Could you?
Well, they've been
I
talking
absolutely
about
think
doing
so.
another Office with a different cast, like another documentary, but I just don't see how
Seinfeld
you-
might be coming back too.
Yeah, I've been hearing about
Going
that.
around, Jerry's like, you know, the finale there, it might not be over yet. Might not have been the end.
You mean it's not a new show on Netflix that kids are watching?
No.
My daughter's 9-year-old friend said, I love Netflix. I mean, I love
Seinfeld,
Seinfeld on
yeah.
Netflix. My mom watches it.
Yep.
So there's 9-year-olds. It's new to them.
True.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. This is kind of a disturbing thing. A 41-year-old man working at a Spring ISD elementary school has been arrested and charged after authorities said he installed hidden cameras in the bathrooms.
Ew.
Yeah.
Which bathroom? Faculty bathroom?
Staff, thank God. I mean, it's an elementary school.
Well,
I mean,
you know, let's not say.
no, I'm just saying it's all bad, but thankfully it's not
No,
children.
it's all bad, but it would be worse if it was in the
If it's
kids'
children,
bathroom.
it would be
Of course,
way
of
worse.
course.
Eric
all
Fernando.
disgusting.
This is gross.
The man is facing felony charges of invasive visual recording. He admitted to investigators that he bought the cameras and installed them in 2 bathrooms at Hoyland Elementary School. The cameras were in the bathrooms that were in an area restricted to staff members. So that's why I say, thank God it wasn't the kids.
Right.
It's still bad.
Gross.
It's just like,
What
but that would be
exactly
worse.
turns a man on about watching girls
Someone-
go in the
No,
bathroom?
nothing.
so sick.
Not a normal person.
It can't be
not
normal.
okay.
No, that's not normal. It's sick. If you're looking for something fun to do with the kids,
I got a rumbly in my tumbly.
Oh, yeah. I was,
I'm gonna go get my cameras now.
look, she's got the squirts.
If you ever want that,
Oh,
watch Harold.
gosh,
Watch Harold
please,
Kumar.
please.
How is that attractive in any way, shape, or
Harold
form?
Kumar, just watch the first one. You'll see it's not attractive.
The battle.
Yep.
Yeah. Real quick, though, if you still want to see some lights, Houston's zoos, living animals, they sleep at night, but they have all these lights, the zoo light experience still going on. Trees lined with lights and lantern displays form a holiday grove. And you
You're
can
not zoo
still.
lights.
Yeah. It's still open until
The 7th, I think.
the
isn't
7th.
it?
Yeah.
And also, I think the
starts
Light
at
Park is
5:30.
also doing it too. Light Park in Katy, and I think there's one in Spring.
More than
I
60
think they
lantern
close.
displays at Katy Mills, and that's January 7th as well.
Well,
So-
that one's different. That's the Wonderland lights or something.
That's
the
where-
drive-through Light Park has like over 2 million
I
lights.
took my tree down
It's right
yesterday.
next to
I
that.
paid my kid $10.
you
wants
paid
to-
your kids to take down the tree?
She wants to earn money. She's trying to earn money for Sephora and stuff.
She take
I
off
love
the
it.
When I
ornaments.
take the ornaments down, I'll take the tree down. And she did it.
My tree stays up till
it's gone.
Epiphany. It's on Saturday, so my stuff doesn't come down till Sunday and the next week.
Sunday of next week?
No. Sunday
Oh.
is the 7th,
And then
so
she'll do
that's
it
like
2 weeks later.
Day 1, I'll start.
Yeah, didn't you
to
have
tear
one up
down.
till March one time?
No. I've never had my.
Well, she has to start on Monday, and it'll take 3 weeks to take. She's got like 12 trees.
Oh, yeah.
It's 7.
And each
7
house-
trees?
She has 7 living rooms.
It's only 7. 2. I have 2 living rooms.
That's 3
It's 2.
and a half.
You quiet you and your bourbon bar secret.
That's all
Hide
I
away.
got. Oh, that's my bourbon. I don't have 3 living rooms.
Coming up next, it's Friday. Special K, are you ready for the first Friday free-for-all of the new year?
Man, I got so much new music over the holiday. Can't wait to share it with you.
I can't wait either.
Yeah.
Friday free-for-all's next on the Rule and Ryan Show.